welcome back to another episode of Multiplayer Survival in Space Engineers. Oop, forgot to turn the game volume back up. So I don't know what the heck happened, but a bunch of the stuff, this dude is in my faction. It clearly says, share with my faction. Makes no sense, and it's all these things. It's like everything's just messed up again, and it looks like our guns attacked it. Yeah, no, this happened to our last base. Like, hang on. Well, it's like everybody who was our ally too is not anymore. It makes no goddamn sense. But anywho, yeah, look, right. Oh, he's not in our faction anymore. What? Then what faction is he in? That traitorous motherfucker! Fucking piece of shit. And then he spawned here so he could give away our goddamn base location. Fuck that dude. Oh. Not, that's... I gotta go grind down everything that he changed to his name. Oh, that pisses me off. People are shitty in this game. Fuck these guys. Like, I'm getting sick and tired of this shit. Is he even on? I'm gonna get fucking banned from the server because I'm gonna go off on these guys. Like, this is some bullshit. Like, they changed the shit into their name, and then changed the fucking faction thing. I'm about to quit this server. It's pissing me off. What else do I have to... All the fucking centrifuges, the goddamn interior turret. This is fucking ridiculous. Sorry guys, I'm in a real bad mood now. They destroyed the radar too. This is freaking ridiculous. Why do people suck so much? Ugh, I wish I could report people for doing this kind of shit. Oh, shit, I forgot to look at my chat. Oh. Yeah, Homer, no problem. As long as you don't betray me like these other fucks. I'm gonna have to mark this channel as mature if I keep this shit up.
Inventory full.
Oh, God. You scared me for a second. Oh, we need to fix the front entrance again. Hopefully that was enough to hack that. Okay, what else do I have? Arc furnace, cryo chamber, centrifuges, and pulverizer. Here's one centrifuge. There's the arc furnace. That's back. Here's the pulverizer. That's back. What was the other shit? That's gotta be repaired. Oh, so much for making a mining ship today. Did they take all our motors too? Fucks. I swear to God, these people are the fucking worst to play with. Or against, I should say, not with. Centrifuge ground down and then back up. This is not what I wanted to do tonight. Fuck, I don't remember where it is. Damn it, they took all our ice too, our oxygen tanks. All our fucking motors. Pretty sure they took all our ore. Yeah, they took all our ore. Either of these people, so screw them. But fucks. Luckily I know where Nickel is. Hang on, let me send you the... I'll send it in Discord. There. I just sent you a what's it called? GPS cord to really close Nickel. There's a hole in the side of the mountain that I had already started digging. Awesome. If you, I know this is going to be like a 30-second delay, but if you grab the nickel, I'll grab some iron, and then I gotta go find ice. Because we have 0. Oh. Why can't I ever come back to the server and nothing has happened? Like, just something. Just, it's really aggravating. I feel like almost every day I have to start over again. 18k iron on me. I gotta figure out how to get out of this hole. There we go. Ugh. Man, I just don't understand why you would do that shit. Sure, if you want to leave a faction, that's cool and all, but pulling that shit. Stealing everything before you leave. Some bullshit. We have one fucking oxygen bottle. Okay, hey Homer, make sure you leave your beacon off. Or your broadcasting off. There's a lot of people around here, or there usually are. Just make sure it's turned off. Our old base. I know there was ice by that. Pretty fast. Oh, thanks James for the follow. How are you tonight? Yeah, there's nothing left of this base. It is an empty freaking hole. Ugh.
Fuel low.
Okay, where want to say it was, thanks, Nathan. Have a good night. It's going pretty well. I mean, I'd be doing better if I didn't log on and my base was destroyed by one of my own faction members who betrayed us. But other than that, I'm pretty good. By the way, in defense, I did not name this beacon. Oh, there's iron. Oof. Not what I want, but there's some. In fact, actually, I'm gonna rename it because that's incredibly offensive. There we go. What are you up to tonight, James? Running across the mountainsides on the moon. Oh, I'm probably gonna die. Oh well. Take a drink real fast. Damn, that sucks. I just worked almost 9 and just got home like 30 minutes ago, probably 40 minutes ago. How long is this stream? Nah. Probably 40 minutes ago. Maybe 45. Oop, game pause. But yeah, I've worked 12-hour days. They suck. So I know what you're going through. Oh, holes. Luckily the moon has very low gravity, so I can do this. Whee! I'm Neil Armstrong. Ah, crap. Okay, I got out of the hole. Lucky me. Well, I guess it's better to get all your work out of the way at one time. But yeah, so since you said that, I'm glad you said that. The multiplayer update came out last week? 2 weeks ago? A week from last Thursday. So about a week and a half now. It's been out and it's made this game so much better. Before I couldn't even do this. Like, I'm probably at, ooh, wow. That's really weird that the sim speed's that low. Somebody must be doing something. I don't know. They're probably building something stupid. Oh, excuse me. But before, couldn't even get close to this kind of sim speed. And we've actually had I want to say 54 players on here at one time, flying around and doing stuff the other day, and it was fine. The server's set to automatically restart every, I want to say 12 hours? That's what they said. But I don't know when the last restart's been, so I can't tell you if that would solve the issue or not. Let's see what Shift F1 says. I wish I could remove trash, but I'm not an admin. It's so weird that you can pull that menu up, though. Yeah, I think... Oh, hang on. This error... Wait. Yeah, this error right here... is because of people digging in the ground and crap. Huh, yeah. Let's see, we'll go through my tools. I have the rainbow grinder, I have the rainbow welder, the skull grinder, I can't remember which skin this is for the drill, and I actually have a rifle equipped on me, but I think it's the terracotta skin. That's what I have on right now. And then I got the policeman spacesuit with lava boots. It's a very, very nice suit. I'm gonna die from oxygen loss. I still gotta find ice. Crap. Like how my player's almost like walking with the beat. Damn, I should have marked that ice when I was on the moon. Or when I was at my old base earlier. Ugh.
Fuel critical.
That makes 0 sense. It's O2 that should say is critical, not... Yeah, so that's a new glitch. Okay, Homer. We definitely need ice. Actually, I think we need all of... Actually, we can manage on ore because the, what are they called? The centrifuges? But yeah, no, this is not jetpack fuel that I'm lost.
Your health is low.
Oh, thanks, Gabe.
Your health is critical.
I was about to take my helmet off. Oh, I died. Oh, well. Ah, I'm trying to eat a pretzel. Well, that's aggravating. There it goes. It stopped. I could still hear my heartbeat after I died. There it goes. That was some weird lag. Oop, caps lock. are being ran. I can't. There's like 27. I can't tell you all of them. The GSF weapon mod, cold fusion reactor, force field doors, the industrial production mod pack, Mexpex weapon pack, super tiered thruster pack. I can't remember the pack for these. The spinal lasers that were featured in Captain Jack's newest videos. The Trienium, can never pronounce that right, armor blocks. Railguns, which were just updated. The gyros, the booster. These are all part of that same pack. Yeah, upgradable. Excuse me. Upgradable chips. Centrifuges are part of that. This shield mod. I think that's like mainly it. Those are the really big ones that we've been using. I couldn't tell you what other ones we have going off the top of my head. That at least gets the frame for the door back. Just GPS the cords and send them to me if you don't mind. Homer said he found ice. He messaged me in Discord and said he did. So that's at least some positive things for tonight. That's not all that surprising. He said it's on the other side of the moon. Yeah, big boom today. Fucking Windows Defender. Give me just 1 second. Dude, that used to be in my faction betrayed us. Took a bunch of our stuff, ground down some of our stuff, changed it to his name, and left the faction. Homer, you never, ever, ever mine through a planet or a moon. It is the worst idea ever. It causes so much lag. Was that ice? Oh wow, I found ice. I was almost there too. GPS this thing. I don't care about that. New from current position. Delete that. Moon ice. all the moon ice. Yeah, I don't know if it does it on moons, but I know on planets, if you try and mine through it, it won't actually work. You'll get to a depth of about, I want to say 7 or 8 kilometers down, and anything that goes further than that, like if you drop it, will just disappear. It's to prevent people from digging through the earth, which would be really cool. Just build a base in the center of the earth. And talk about well defended. Even if they could get to you, it'd take them forever. That's when you lay traps. If I was to do that, I would dig tunnels in just about every direction, like small tunnels with my drill. Slap a warhead and a sensor block at the end of those tunnels, so they're far enough away from my base it doesn't cause damage, but put the sensor on to like 10-20 meters on an enemy, so when they get near it, boom, underground traps. Yeah, that's if the gravity were like real life. No matter how far you dig down, I believe it's the same gravity as the surface, on Earth at least. Yeah, there's no realism in this game. What are you talking about? Stone to it. That's not too bad. I don't have all that much stone on me.
Inventory full.
GPS. Don't need that. I need new moon base. Shoot. 15k away. Yeah, all of the ice is on the exact opposite side of the planet. Or moon. Oh god. Oops. Yep, I knew that was coming. Shoot, did my freaking body just fly off into space? Oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense, like, because if you hit the exact center, if my hand was the center of the earth, let's go this way, gravity would be going out every direction like this. So if half your ship was here, gravity would be going different ways. I see what you're saying. There is a mod, the Black Hole mod, where gravity goes freaking insane when you're flying towards it. It just keeps getting higher and higher. It's really fun when you have the speed mod on too, because it does some crazy things. Another YouTuber and myself, Trogbane, we actually used a speed mod on one of his games one day, and we were flying at like, what was it? It was like 20,000 meters per second, and I slammed into an asteroid intentionally just to see what it would do to the game. It didn't like it at all. Oh god. Also, if you're flying that fast, your game, and you try and spawn in a medical bay, how it does the streaming thing to show you like the preview of it, your game can't register that you're flying that fast, and the little streaming icon will just go forever, and it'll finally catch up, and then you gotta spawn in real quick, or it'll keep doing it. Man, the corruption mod, I love it and I hate it at the same time. If I could change one thing about it, the bot that changes the name of your systems, it would be fine if it changed the access of them. So where it was registered as like nobody. But is my body gone? Damn it, it is. That really sucks. Because now I gotta mine more ice. But my thing is, it changes the name of everything. So like, if you had shit grouped up, it completely screws up your entire base. It is the worst possible thing you could have happen. I'd rather it be destroyed, because I can rebuild it if it's destroyed. I can't figure out what hashtag 5F7Y138 @ symbol is. It's the one thing I hate about that mod. Everything else I love. I also really like the exploration mod, and I'm hoping that with the multiplayer update, and Space Engineers constantly improving, that mod can be implemented to like one server or two. Can you disable it? I'm not entirely sure if you can or not. I'm not a big fan of diving into mod codes because I don't want to screw stuff up. I do really enjoy those mods. But anyway, the exploration mod, especially the Star Trek one. There's a version somebody made. It's based on the same scripting, but it's Star Trek ships, and I think it's just Federation ships. I don't think it's like Romulan or Klingon ships that'll appear, but I really like that mod too, because it adds like a whole new thing of gameplay. I did see somebody start a Star Wars one, and the only thing that they had got with it, they released it, ships that spawn are TIE fighters and shoot, I want to say it's TIE fighters and TIE bombers, and that's the only ones that spawn. Because they hadn't finished the mod yet. I think they stopped working on it, to be honest. But I was really hoping that, like, it would be like the normal base pirates in the game. And if you, attacked one of them, that it would bring in extra ships. Like, maybe a Arquitens, or like there's like levels of threat to it, and like if you hit the max level it would bring in an Imperial Star Destroyer. That would be awesome. If I knew how to do that kind of coding, that's exactly what I would do. That's definitely something I would like to see implemented in this game. I also wish I could get a Stormtrooper spacesuit, but they removed that from the workshop for copyright violations, I believe. Because I think somebody took the model off of one of the Battlefront games, if I remember correctly. So they had to remove it. It's copyrighted. So much mining. Oh crap, I got a lot of stone on me. But like, I'm a big fan of any sci-fi mod. Like, oh yeah, here they are. The deuterium fusion reactors. Really like those. They take a little bit of work to get like set up and then refine the deuterium, but it's definitely worth it. I would say my all-time favorite sci-fi based mod is the DHD still. Okay, so they've actually disabled a bunch of the gates, but the Stargate mod is by far my favorite. I would say followed closely by Star Wars Weapons Pack, maybe. I will say though, the Star Wars Weapons Pack, I was playing around with it because I was creating a battle map yesterday off stream that it had an Imperial Star Destroyer and a blockade runner, which I know those matchups aren't fair at all. I was gonna do it with like maybe 2 blockade runners and a hammerhead against the ISD. Never got around to finishing it. The Star Wars mod is actually broke. The laser turrets were working fine, and turbo laser towers. There are differences actually in Star Wars. But whenever I got to, I slapped a proton torpedo or photon. Can't remember which one it is. One of them on the frigate, because I believe they actually have them. It fired like 2 rounds, hit the shield of the ISD, crashed the game. So I go, okay, maybe it's just this weapon. Or I wasn't sure what it was at the time. And I go, okay, cool, whatever. So I stop.
Fuel
It
low.
kicks me back a little bit, and I go, okay, whatever, cool. I'm about to run out of fuel. So I take the weapon off.
Fuel critical.
I put a different one on. Oh, no, 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 no. Land, 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 land. Come on, come on, come on. Woo! That was close.
Health low.
Oh, what the fuck? But yes, James, there's actually a video on my YouTube channel of me playing. I just played like maybe 2 hours of it. I was not very good at it. And I actually found out something was installed wrong with the mod, because I bought X3 Albion Prelude just for that mod. Like, I had no interest in playing the game whatsoever until I saw that mod by, I want to say it was Captain Shack that did the review of it. And I saw that and I go, I really like that. I bought the mod just for that. So then I played it, I streamed it, and I'm really glad I did, because actually, give me 1 second, and I will tell you the mod author's name. Control C. Open up another tab in YouTube. Those aren't my videos. My channel. Yeah. So anyway, I hey, Daddy Raven. Oops, sorry. Give me 1 second. I am actually just looking for a video on my YouTube channel and my other computer screen with YouTube's over here. Boop, 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 boop. That's my Halo playthroughs. That's SimCity. Republic at War mod. There it is. X3 Albion Prelude Star Wars mod. Mute that. The dude's name is Mikhail Skachoff, and he actually like commented on my YouTube video. I guess he like looks. So this was like a year ago. Wow. Hey, stop grinding me. When did I record this? Wow, June 24th. So this was slightly over a year ago. He's like, hi there, the mod is installed correctly. The pilot avatars should be Star Wars characters. And I was like, first off, I want to say your mod is amazing. Second, thank you for bringing it to my attention. I had trouble getting it to work. Had to uninstall the game, reinstall it a few times. I'll check the files tonight, see if anything's missing. Him and I talked about it for a minute, and then somebody else commented on the video. Just enjoy it. Maybe watch 1 or 2. Yeah, super nice guy. But anyway, to answer your question, Space Engineers Twitch server. Yeah, Raven, I would be very much interested. I always like playing with other streamers. I find it way more fun, because of, say like Clang happens, you get it from multiple points of view. I actually, another streamer you may want to reach out to, Daddy Raven, is Dragon Nation Gaming. He only streams Space Engineers on Saturday, and his primary base is on YouTube, but he also dual streams like I do to Twitch. Sorry, I haven't eaten in like 24 hours, guys. I'm so You may want to reach out on his YouTube channel. He's probably more inclined to answer there. Let me hang on. Actually, give me a second and I'll shoot him a message right now. Okay, I told him you are going to contact him probably. And James, let's see, I have 4 on the computer I'm playing on, and 2 on the computer that I have my Twitch and my YouTube up on. I just do that so it's split up and not all running from one computer. Dang it, you're in the way. Okay, I gotta remember what I was doing. Assembler, disassemble, tools, boot, and but so James, the weird thing about my setup, and a lot of people think this is super strange and they could never deal with it. So right in front of me, where my camera is right here, below it is my game. Above my camera is a 32-inch TV that I used to be my main TV for my Xbox, and then I was able to buy a new one. So that is like a secondary monitor. I have Discord and my stream alerts up on. To the direct right of me, right here, is my XSplit, so I can always see what's going on in my broadcaster and make sure everything's going on okay. On the far screen on the main computer is where I'm playing my music from, so I got that page up. Directly to the left of me is my Twitch page, so I could read the chat here. And then all the way to the far right, it's like in the corner of my eye, like right this way, is my YouTube channel. And I got that going over there. The reason I dual stream is I find a lot more people actually view me on YouTube than they do Twitch. But I like to cover both bases because most of my friends honestly stream on Twitch, and I even go to like Twitch meetups every 3 months. But it's just, I don't know, the Space Engineers community is way bigger on Twitch for some reason, or on YouTube, excuse me, for some reason. Centrifuge. In that one, and 100K in this one. Why did that do that? Oh, excuse me. Hey, Homer, your broadcasting's on again. Motors. He does. Give me 1 second and I will actually link it for you. I forget I have 2 keyboards. I was trying to type in the wrong keyboard. Daddy Raven. Thank you for the follow. Oh, hey, Zockley is actually on in streaming Space Engineers. That's. You know. Oh. You are a big Star Wars fan, man. If you named your kids after Leia and Rey. Good choices, by the way. But I... Why is this not refining? I cannot actually find his channel. I know it's on there. And I know he probably streamed today because it's Saturday. Well, yesterday now, I guess, but whatever. Oh, that's disassembling. That's why that wasn't working. Do I have any construction components? Nope, I think they took all those too. Damn, need more iron. Okay. I still haven't seen Solo yet, though. I need to get around and see that. I also haven't seen Infinity War, so don't judge me. Most of the reason for that is I just really haven't had time. Okay, let's go get more iron. Definitely the most important resource. Huh, yeah. That's probably my most said thing ever. Especially these past few days. Ooh, there it is. So I don't know if you guys have ever used this mod. There they are. This drill is ridiculous. It will... I had a tier 4 on a ship. One... Was it one? It was either 1 or 2. I can't remember. I drilled for 10 seconds and had almost 1,000,000 iron ore. These drills, actually, I believe, multiply the ore when it's mining. So it's kind of like drills that have a yield mod on it. I believe that's how they work. I'm not entirely sure, and don't quote me on that, but I think. I'm actually going to look this up, because I'm interested to know how they actually work. Oh, New Mombasa. Did I subscribe to this yet? Yeah, I did. New Mombasa is on the, ooh, Colonial Viper from Blinky, I'm assuming, because it's perfect collection. Yeah, cool. Yes, so also if you really like Star Wars stuff, I would subscribe and follow, Perfect Blinky, because he, just is amazing. drill. Let's go. Yeah, let's go with a tier 4 large grid drill is a 19 diameter hole. The default drill is 3 meters, or 19 meters. Not, yeah. The default one is 3. But it does require things such as xenocores, which require almost all the materials to build them. Hey, stupid game, it's probably saving. So it's a little bit of a, yes, you should build a miner. Homer, make sure you use, if you're still watching the stream, try to use these tier 2 drills, because they'll do a lot more digging faster, and octocores aren't so bad to build as these xenocores. The xenocores are a pain. But yes, James, did you not tell by my wrong side, my shirt? I forgot the image is reversed. Let's see, I actually have this shirt. I have a Goku battle damage tank top that's like it's like Under Armour material almost, so it's like stretchy. And then I have a Vegeta battle armor damage tank top, which is made of the same material. I actually bought them from the Wish app for like $8 a piece, I want to say. They have a bunch. They have like Piccolos. I really wish they had Nappas, but they don't. Sadly, I do really like Dragon Ball Z though. I was actually going back through and watching it recently because it's still a good show. That is one thing I have not been able to find though. There's a few really popular animes that there are really good spaceships for them, but there are only a few. Like the other day, we were before we got wrecked. This was like last week. We were thinking of like different ships to build, and one of our first things was Curly and Corvette, but we kind of nixed that idea because we didn't want a Corvette. And then I threw out the idea, and I looked on the workshop, but I couldn't find a good one, of a Musai cruiser from the original Mobile Suit Gundam. And if you don't know what that looks like, it's basically how do I explain this thing? It's got like the bridge up here, and then it slants down this way, and on this slant there are 3 main particle cannon batteries, and then from that it goes straight down to from the bridge, and then back are 2 giant thrustered engines. And then on the front, it kind of rounds out where they have the mobile suit bays and all the other crap. But I was thinking about building one of those, and then we were like, nah, it's not. If you build a Musai, the problem with it is the engine connections. They're so thin. It's actually a really stupid idea for a warship. Oh, that traitor's piece of shit just logged on. Actually, I shouldn't say that in case he's actually in the stream. Yeah, but no, that dude betrayed us. And took all our stuff. Bastard. I hope his computer catches on fire again. I felt bad for the dude until he did that. I got that all fixed. Welcome everybody that just joined the stream. How are you all doing tonight? This morning, depending on where you are in the world.
Full, full.
Dang it, don't want stone. Okay. Cog Whistle, thanks for the following. It's really ironic because it's a Star Wars image, but that is a, Star Trek, sound. I always like doing that because people are like, wait a minute. Okay, now it's time to weld some crap up and fix that door. If you could find some magnesium too, that would be helpful for the, excuse me, the interior turrets. I don't remember what all goes in that door. Ooh, not that one. That one. Okay, Jar Jar could be a Sith Lord, and I could see it the way the theories explain it. But I honestly just think he was written in as a poor comic relief. And it just never really panned out the way that they wanted it to. That door, there it is. It's very dark. So dark in my little hidey hole. I will say I do really want Rey to be a Kenobi. That I honestly want to see Rey as a Kenobi, but you know. With, shoot, what is her name? She was like Queen of the Mandalorians. Can't remember her name. But, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I will definitely put an interior turret there, and I'm probably gonna plop one right here too. Oh god, don't damage that. Do I have any more? I have more plates. Cool. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool if she turned out to be like a Kenobi. You know, Disney, always finding a way to make money, so. Which I will say, them putting Admiral Thrawn back in canon was great, because Thrawn was always one of my favorite admirals, and I honestly, I might just play Space Engineers for 2.5 hours for the stream, and then I really am thinking about switching over to Star Wars, shoot, what's the name of it? Empire at War. But I'm gonna put it with a mod. There's quite a few mods that I've been looking at, and I've played some. There's a Battlestar Galactica one that I was dicking around with last night. but it needs a little bit of work because it is the battle stars and the Cylon base stars, if you've ever watched the show, or the movie, I guess technically, are way too dark to be able to be seen. So you have a problem, excuse me, when you're trying to like see them in the combat field. It's just so dark they like blend in. It's awful. I noticed that last night. I may reach out to the mod author and be like, hey, is there a way to fix this or something? Because I really, really like sci-fi games, especially the way that game plays out. Wrong side. The way it plays is, it's kind of like, how to explain it? Kind of like Civilization, where you have different, like, no, it's not Civilization. Anyway, I'll just have to show you all. It plays like there's different planets, and then there's a space that you could build ships, and then there's land. And if, like, I fly to, like, Coruscant with, like, a fleet, say I'm the Rebellion, I'll engage in, like, a space battle there, and they'll have a high-level station, because it's the capital planet. Most likely a high-level station. Dang it. But it's really fun. You can, in the vanilla game, you could build the Death Star, which in combat you have to wait like, I can't remember how long it is. I want to say it's 3-4 minutes during the actual like combat on the field, and it goes. It has the little like thing at the top where the Death Star's like coming around the planet, like kind of what they did in Yavin, and it's it'll go to the final part of it and it'll say enemy base in range in 5 seconds, and then it'll like enemy base in range, and it like clicks on it, and you can hit like the little super laser icon at the bottom, and it just shows a cinematic of the Death Star powering up and blasting the planet while the fleet is still in combat above it. And then it replaces the planet with an asteroid belt on the galactic map. Glass. It's a rather unique system that I really, really like. Glass. I guess I need a little bit more energy. But yeah, I definitely have been thinking about making a Star Wars battle map for space engineers. Specifically, the first one will probably be Empire versus Rebellion, because there are just so many ships. If I were to do CIS versus Republic, it would be a little bit more difficult, because generally, I mean, if I did the CIS one and I wanted to do a frigate and like a capital ship to see if space engineers could run it, especially with the multiplayer, I guess we could do a Providence. Let's see, what could we do? We could do a Providence, and we could do a Maleficent. And for the Republic side, maybe a Venator and a Claimer, or a Venator and a Hammerheads in that. Or the Counselor ship that you see in the first movie, that Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan go to the Trade Federation ship. dude who left said, "I hope there's no hard feelings." Doop-a-doop-doop-doo. Interior turret. That's what I'm doing. Ooh. That's a pulse laser interior turret. I'm gonna... Oh, I don't have any of the shit to build that. Oops, interior. I'd say my favorite Star Wars faction. That's not what I wanted. I want this. Access this ship. I'd have to say favorite Star Wars faction. Oh, that's a tough one. I gotta go. Man, I can't even. No auto movements. Don't target meteors. Don't target large ships. Don't target stations. Target neutrals. I don't know why there would be a small ship in our base, but okay. Maybe. Okay. Tech-wise, I'm gonna go with the Republic. Actually, better question. Are we talking canon or are we including Legends? Because that makes a huge difference. Because Legends has some really, really cool factions. Okay, one for both. That's still tough. Let's see. Shit. canon, I'm gonna go with... shoot, this is tough. This is a lot tougher than I thought. Ship-wise, I'm gonna go the... Shoot, that's not canon anymore. The Empire. No, I'm gonna go the Republic. Non-canon, I'm gonna go... Shoot, I can't even think. Maybe the Chiss? No. Not the Chiss. The Chiss do have cool tech, because it was their own and the Imperial. They mixed their tech and Imperial. Misspelled that. What was I talking about? Sorry. People are messaging me on Discord about shit that happened in the server the other day. The Yuzong Vong had some pretty cool tech as well, though. They were... I will say, I am sad that the Yuzong Vong aren't canon anymore, because they were the one faction that caused the remnants of the Empire and the New Republic to battle together to defeat them. So you had TIE fighters, well... but you had like TIE fighters and I want to say they were on E-Wings. I think it was E-Wings that they did. I think I need more displays. I will also say though that the Old Republic had some pretty cool tech. I mean, they also had a lot of Jedi fighting on their side. like Knights of the Old Republic definitely brought Old Republic tech to the forefront. That's why I like it. But yeah. What about you, James? What's your favorite faction? There were some gray. They're called gray Jedi. There were a few of them, like is it Jolee? I think it's Jolee, Jolee, something like that. That you like run across in the first game. Yeah, the first Knights of the Old Republic. Excuse me. He was a gray Jedi. He didn't really follow the path of either the Jedi nor the Sith. The lady that you have with you, shoot, I cannot remember her name for the life of me. She was a Jedi, and then she turned Sith, and then she, like, realized that a mixture of both the teachings. Even by, like, that time in the Old Republic, there were no true Sith, like, left alive. Because they're, the Sith were, like, a race at one time. And they went extinct. Now the Sith of the day are more of the followers of the idea instead of actually Sith. That's the other weird thing about the Yuzong Vong. They actually, as a species, severed their connection to the Force. It's the weirdest thing. It was just a crazy race. I also have to say I really like the Mandalorians. I feel like they're one of the few planets that really is a single is like a single entity for themselves. Ooh, lag. wish a lot of the stuff that Disney has made uncanon would be brought back into canon, such as like Revan. Revan needs to be canon, and the events, the way I look at it, the events of Knights of the Old Republic can be in the Disney Star Wars universe without affecting anything else in the timeline. Honestly, though, the Sith Empire has some pretty cool tech as well. The Sith Empire has cool tech, but the Galactic Empire, they were probably the most industrialized faction in Star Wars. But back to the Mandalorians, why I think they are so cool, they beat the Republic, or almost beat the Old Republic in confrontation, like open warfare. They were outnumbered, I want to say, when Candace is talking, at least 10 to 1. That's something you notice through the entire Star Wars series, with the exception of, like, Luke.
Inventory.
Most, well, and a few people who went to the dark side, most Jedi are really poor military commanders. Like, I was watching a video, somebody was talking about how the Battle of Geonosis should have been fought. Yeah, the Republic won, but a lot of what they did was they landed all of their troops at once and threw everything at the Confederate, or the CIS and the Geonosians all at once. They could have taken out a bunch of the Trade Federation ships in orbit, because if you think about it, a lot of those ships were probably undefended because all the Republic ships landed on the planet with no trouble whatsoever. No resistance. Didn't even know they were coming. The Acclaimers could have taken out the droid control ships in orbit, like they did on Naboo, before or during the Battle of Geonosis, because they were prepared. If they had taken those droid control ships out then, they wouldn't have had to worry about using their artillery to try and take down the core of the ships as you see them leaving planet. Because if you watch in the movie, they only shoot down a few of their ships leaving. You could have wiped out the entirety at the current moment of the CIS fleet while it was on the ground. You could have destroyed the stuff in orbit with fighters because they were lightly defended, because they blew right past the blockade easily. And you could have destroyed all of the ships on the ground by using your acclimators, or acclaimers depending on how you pronounce it, for orbital bombardment, because they were capable of that. And having the clones and Jedis mark the targets on the ground before they were able to get up into space and jump. You could have easily cut the war time maybe in half. They're just really bad commanders. But then also, you don't see any other Jedi, or Sith for that matter, actually, after Bastila, in canon or legends, that had the battle meditation force power. Because if you think about it, if you play as the Republic for the final battle, or the Old Republic as the final battle in KOTOR, then Bastila, I can't remember if you could turn her back or you have to kill her. I think you could turn her back. But she'll use her battle meditation to help the Republic fleet destroy the Starforge. If you don't, she will use her battle meditation to destroy the Republic with the Starforge's fleet that Revan now controls because he turned back to the dark side. Favorite character canon? I gotta go with that's tough. I gotta go with Thrawn on this one. Admiral Thrawn is just a badass. Especially like the Thrawn. I wish I had a drawing board that I could put on my screen. Especially with like the Thrawn pincer maneuver. So the Empire had. I don't know if you all are aware of this because I don't think you see any in the movies. Interdictor cruisers, which they had bigger ones later on. But basically what an interdictor cruiser would do is they would turn on a gravity well which prevented hyperspace to and from the system. So what it would do is it would rip ships out of hyperspace as they were flying past. So the Thrawn pincer is basically you take two of these ships, you know somewhat where the enemy fleet's going to be. You station these ships so it'll either rip them out of hyperspace before they get to their destination or when they get to their destination so they can't jump away. And then you take, because with these it works the same way with your own ships trying to hyperspace through the area. He would position these ships perfectly, and then he would call for the rest of his fleet. And after it ripped the enemy ships out of orbit, probably the rebels, honestly, it would rip the rebel forces out of hyperspace. And they would get stuck in the grav well and couldn't jump away, so they would have to fight to try and get to these interdictors. And as soon as the battle begun, Thrawn would then call in all of his Imperial Star Destroyers and more of his heavier capital ships with their guns and shields ready, right on top of the enemy. They didn't know it was coming. You're launching your TIE fighters, your turbo lasers are knocking out rebel capital ships, and they can barely man anything because you just jumped your ships right on top of them. It is by far one of the most deadly maneuvers or tactics in Star Wars that you ever hear about. Thrawn was a freaking military genius. Yeah, Ahsoka is a great character as well. The fact that they brought her into Rebels, as well as some of the old clones, it was really nice to see some of the older characters back in. Uh, yeah, I really enjoy a lot of the Star Wars Legends stuff too. A lot of the super weapons are actually Legends now. Except for the one that destroys the planet in yeah, that's a really good fight. But the weapon that destroys the planet in Battlefront 2 is cannon. Which, speaking of Vader, a lot of people saw Vader being Luke's father coming, because Vader in German, Dutch, it's some language, actually means father. So you're like, oh, see it coming.
Inventory full.
Maybe it is German. I can never remember which one it is, but everyone's like, oh, yep, see that coming. What else was it? There's also a few really cool super weapons that never really, they're not canon anymore, but they were. One is the Eclipse Super Star Destroyer. So during the Battle of Yavin, or not, wait, Yavin's the first one. The Endor, my bad. Endor. There is a directly after it, the rebels are still trying to fight some Imperial outposts. Like, there's a huge attack on the Kuat shipyards, which is the Empire's like #1 shipbuilding facility. And there is a Super Star Destroyer being built there that has a miniaturized Death Star laser on it. It doesn't do as much damage as the Death Star, but it can basically blast a capital ship or space station away in one shot. So they're building that, and it gets destroyed in the battle, but it never became a thing. But could you imagine if the Empire had another Super Star Destroyer with that kind of firepower, though? It was ridiculous. It's actually in a few of the mods too. I'll point it out if I come across it when I'm playing that. What was that? Huh. Yeah, it didn't have that design flaw. Thankfully. Well, thankfully for the Empire, I guess. Hey, Homer, if you hop in one of the seats, there's actually some platinum nearby, and the ore detector will show you in what direction, because I know we're going to need that for the thrusters. I just can't remember exactly where. It's 500. So I need to go that direction. And gold and uranium. That direction. Out on another adventure. It's like that direction. Somewhere this direction. Not exactly sure where it was. Maybe if I jumped in this hole, like. Where are you? Or. Huh. I was actually playing a very modded Skyrim the other day. It's fun. It's still fun, even after all these years of it being out. Damn, where is this thing? Maybe if I go down the hole. Dang. Where are you, Platinum? Why can't I find you? Oh, let's see what other Star Wars stuff we could talk about. Oh, I know what I could do. Just subscribe to that. So, a new feature in like survival is come on, let me do it. I should be able to see how big the grid is. Oh, there it is. I can't. Ooh, stop doing that. I can't paste it in, but I can view the outline of it. Huh, at least you got the reference, but then you hit me with how the Grinch stole Christmas. Yeah. But yeah, here's a Venator. Yeah. So that's a new feature that you could like view how big grids are like that. Oh, here's the iron. It was towards the iron, wasn't it? Oh yeah, Shaq's actually how I found X3. But, you know, he's got a lot on his plate, playing Space Engineers, and I do really, really enjoy watching him playing Space Engineers. And he's just, it's so, excuse me, sorry. It's so time consuming. For instance, like, if I wanted to do like a battle map, I have to set every single thing up. And it takes forever to set that shit up. And that's like why I'm gonna assume that's why he hasn't been able to play much else. Just all his streaming of Space Engineers is taking up all his time. And I can completely understand that. I am nowhere, and I know this, nowhere near as good as him. Nor am I as popular, but he also puts in way, way, way more hours a week than I can. For instance, I think he was talking one time, production of a 30-minute episode of something takes at least 4 hours of filming, if not more. Plus the editing, plus adding in like intros and shit like that. That's why I've very much been I've never been good at editing stuff, so I'm always, I'm just gonna do this live, get it in one take, if I screw up, whatever. Which I really applaud him for how much he puts in time and effort into his channel. Then again, but he also has a lot higher expectations now set by people because he has to pump out at least 2 to 3 videos a week. If not, people are upset. Yeah, I saw that Morph was back. I was watching Wasted Space's live stream yesterday, which is why I started a little bit later last night on my own stream. I was watching his live stream of 2 factions battling each other, and he kept saying, hey, there's going to be a special guest. And everyone's like, oh, I wonder who that is. Well, then all of a sudden, all you hear is, hi guys, and you're like, what? It's Morph? And he's like, yep, guys, that's the special guest. And just everybody in the Discord, like, freaked out. Everybody in the channel chat freaked out. It was nice. Just remember, his channel is Morphologist. I would very much, though, like, one day to just get in a Space Engineers game with them and play. Because they, not only are they really good streamers, they just seem like fun dudes to just play with. Oh, that's what she said. Sorry, somebody typed in chat. Oh, wow, that's big. I could not resist that.
Inventory full.
We'll get rid of that stone.
Inventory full.
Cool. Okay. Sorry guys, that's what she said was just too perfect to resist. Do I have to have my broadcasting on to... that ship running. Boink. I just ran into so much shit walking in. Huh. Oh well. Let's see. You know, one of these days I might actually get a real base up and running. Shit doesn't keep getting destroyed every night when I log off. Oh well. Okay. Ooh, ship or land vehicle? Because that's two different things. I would have to say my favorite land vehicle is, which I just discovered this the other day. I love the AT-AT. I know that's probably cliche, but it's just so cool. The amount of firepower it has. I'll go. Here's what I'll do. I'll go land vehicle that has treads or legs. Repulsor lift vehicle. Fighter. Capital ship. Frigate. Yeah, I'll do all those categories. So my favorite has to be the AT-AT, but not just the standard AT-AT. The it's the AT-AT Mark II is what I believe it's called. It's painted black. It has upgraded firepower, and it also has a shield generator. What was the next category? Repulsor lift. Oh, shoot. That's a little bit tougher. The speeder bikes I always thought were cool. Not the most practical thing in the world, but, you know, not bad. I do think they were both used by the Republic and the Empire. What are they called? They're the tanks that you see in the Clone Wars. Not the Juggernauts. Those are technically troop transports. I'd have to go LAT, because it's technically a repulsor lift vehicle, even though it's space capable. Go figure. This dude is missing some very important things. No cargo box? And no ore detector. That's not gonna be helpful for running, bro. I'll slap an ore detector on there, no worries. Shoot. That thing is way too big for this ship. No, it's not. I can fix this. Oh, you're waiting to do that? Okay. I'll go for it. I'll just let you build away. I won't bother your creative process. My favorite fighter. Oof. I would say the Naboo Starfighter just because of its sleek look. In strength, though, it was lacking. It had shields. Which was rare for a fighter. There's a few ties that I really like. My favorite frigate slash cruiser. I really, really, really like the Hammerhead. It's always been like a personal favorite of mine. The old Hammerhead, they're the Hammerhead from the Old Republic is one's a frigate and one is a cruiser, and I can't remember which one's which. They're two different like classifications. I'll add favorite Dreadnought in there afterwards too. I guess I'll go Naboo Starfighter for that, for fighter wise. The frigate, I'll have to go Hammerhead, the old style one, followed by the Corvus, which is not that. The Raider class Corvette. Excuse me, the Imperial. Ah, there's the Hammerhead too. That's what it is. The new style, the Corvette is the one in Rebels. The frigate is the one in old. Did you just die? Eh, he just died. Sorry, that was funny. Sorry. Let's see. Capital ship. I have to go with. It's tough. I really, really, really like Star Destroyers. Just for the sheer fact of how intimidating they look. I would have to say the Mark II Imperial Star Destroyer has upgraded laser upgraded turrets on its front. I'd probably have to go with that, followed by the what is it? It's a Mandalorian ship. It is a capital ship that they built on Mandalorian Hypernautics. Shoot, what is the name of it? It's like the Malbor. It could hold its own against an Imperial Star Destroyer. It's a rather strong ship. Let's see what else. Also got. Sorry. Trying to think of a good third one. I'd have to go with. It's not canon anymore. But the New Republic's Star Destroyer. It is. They changed the name of it. So it didn't have the same negative connotations as the Imperial ones, but it was the I want to say Nebula, maybe? Is that the name of it? I can't remember. It's the Nebula Star Defender. Yeah, real subtle change right there, you know. But it's it was very heavily fighter capable and could launch a ton. Also, though, the Luke Hulk, never say it right. The droid command ship was also. This is a personal favorite of mine, but so is the Venator, only because of the sheer amount of fighters that each of those ships could launch. Dreadnoughts. The New Republic, it's not canon anymore, after the Battle of Endor, had a Star Destroyer, or not a Star Destroyer, well, they did capture Super Star Destroyer, but they built a Mon Calamari Super Star Destroyer. It was just like the Home One, but it was extended, and had crazy shields and could just launch an entire like battalion of fighters. I don't think battalion's the right word. Whatever, just the entire like fighter fleet. It was ridiculous. That's a good one. The original Super Star Destroyer, the Executor, pretty good one. The Eclipse and the Sovereign class Super Star Destroyers both had the crazy Death Star lasers on them. So those are awesome. The Old Republic actually had one called... Shoot, what's the name of it? I cannot think of the name of it for the life of me. Anyway, they had one. It was kind of mirrored upon a Super Star Destroyer, but more oval instead of rectangular or triangular. What else did we have? Snoke's Dreadnought is actually, depending on where you are being attacked by it, it is both the best and the worst. The way it's designed, the wing shape, kind of like a B-2 bomber, allowed it to, if the enemy fleet was in front of it, fire all of its guns at once and hit the enemy. However, if the enemy was anywhere else other than directly in front of it, it had a problem. Also has a problem if a capital ship hyperspaces through it. Cop. Okay, also need silver. Oh, I could do bomber too. The Clone Wars Y-Wing, not the stripped down Rebel version. The Clone Wars Y-Wing, was cool. Probably one of the best bombers in Star Wars. There are a few good ones. Damn. How many silver do we? Yours. Sorry. I'm sure there is a few others I'm forgetting. You have the Hyena bomber that was made by the CIS. What other? There are a few others. I hate that I have to fly to the complete other side of the moon to find this. But, the Maleficent. Maleficent? Are you talking about the one that had the giant ion cannon that, like, immobilized all of the, Y-wing bombers that were making a run on it, and then all the I can't remember if it was the claimers or venators that it immobilized. Anyway, yeah, the one that immobilized all of the ships from the giant ion cannon. There's actually a one of those in the mod I was playing and messing around with last night. It's called Secrets of a Fallen Empire. It's it takes a lot of old, yeah, that super weapon is really cool to be mounted on a ship. But the mod Secrets of a Fallen Empire takes a few different here's gold, here's silver, a few different droid ships and stuff, and gives them to the Zahn Consortium, which, if you don't know who they are, they were a major crime syndicate during the Galactic Civil War, which I'm not sure if they're canon anymore. But they get the so the story behind it is the Emperor actually had the plans for that ship in one of his vaults. This is actually canon. The Empire, or the Emperor himself, had a bunch of hidden vaults with blueprints and stuff hidden around the entire galaxy. So they weren't all concentrated on Coruscant. So he had some, and one of them apparently contained the blueprints to that ship. And he kept it for some weird reason. And the Zahn Consortium was able to build one and at Mandalorian Hypernautics, and they updated the design. They updated the design and added mass driver turrets to it, or turbo lasers, so it could defend itself against fighter attack. Give me just 1 second, sorry guys. Yeah. No, everybody wants to know where Yoda came from, because I have a theory that Yoda was actually, his planet of his people it's either not in the galaxy or it's in the Expanse part. It's not in the core world, that's for sure. That's all we want to know. We want to know Yoda's race. So much mining. there are some planets that Force-sensitive users should go to. Dathomir was one of these planets. Dathomir actually had dogs on it that were able to seek out Force users and kill them. It's a very nasty planet. Also, you had the Night Sisters on that planet that were freaking Wranglers. Nasty, vile women. But yeah, it's a rather interesting place.
Inventory full.
Stupid stone, get out of my way.
Inventory full.
Yeah, this is what a tier 4 drill on a mining ship will do. I mean, don't forget there was also, in the Old Republic, another one of Yoda's race on the Jedi Council. And then there was Yaddle? That was related to Yoda somehow, I can't remember. So you have two major characters, one in a video game and one, or two major Jedi Council figures, let's put it that way, that you have no idea where they came from. Look at all that ice on Mars. Woo! That close. I like to live dangerously. Silicone somewhere over here, but I can't remember where. Now there's cobalt. There's another glitch that I know happens occasionally. You're drilling, but you can't hear it doing anything. Like, you see this terrain disappearing, but the drill's acting like it's not actually going. gotta dig through here. That's a bad idea to put up solar panels. The point of the base being down there is so no one can see it. Because we've had a lot of problems with people destroying our base. So we don't really want anything on the surface at all that'll make it visible. Like even building the miner out here is risky. Plus, oh shit. We got a whole 16 minutes of power. Okay. Okay, I turned off centrifuges. There's uranium 245 meters from us. Yeah, in that direction. Hopefully that helps you get in the right direction. Damn, I can't be more than 93 meters away from that antenna, can I? Let's do 600 meters and no more. Yeah, that's why I was turning, oh, hello, McBastian. Oh, goodbye, McBastian. Sorry I didn't see your message. I was looking at stuff. We got 31 minutes. We also need that gold, too. Hey, watch where you're digging up that way. You're going towards the surface. You really don't want to dig out to the surface. That's one more thing we gotta worry about. least we're at 30 minutes of power now. Down the hole I go. I really need to add a remote control block to that base so I can just remotely access it. Man, I wish I could view my depth. Dig in. Whoop, game pause. I need a better drill. Thankfully, Lord Clang hasn't appeared yet. And I hope he does. Or I hope he doesn't. From the top out by the actual site. Here. There, that should be far enough that you could see that. There it is. Don't worry about the caps lock, I do it all the time. Make it so I can turn these blocks on and off. Just the seat. Let's go off, 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 off. See? Look how much more power we have. And then I could just kick all those back on after we get more uranium. Uranium. Actually, I'm going to do something that might help a little bit. Let's go centrifuges on, and that one on. No, let's not go that one. Let's go that one. Maybe that helped? Or will help? Both centrifuges are on, so hopefully that'll produce some uranium as well. What's the range on that ore detector? Not that. That one. 350 meters. Damn, I wish the azimuth ones were still working. I'm gonna go after some resources as well. Gotta find the smallest. Might box up those well, we have gold and platinum now too. We just don't have only silver I found so far is the other side of the planet. Ugh. Oh darn, come on. So far down. The tribute to Clang hasn't been built because we don't have the parts for it. Plus, I prefer to build it on other people's ships. Clang, worship me. more uranium. Look at all the shiny stuff. Streaming for 3 hours. Probably, oh, it's 5 a.m. I do enjoy potatoes. Not only the kind you eat, but also the robot. Oh no, my nuggets are running away. Good night, James. Thanks for sticking around as long as you did. Have a good one, buddy. Oh, so much mining. So much mining. Ah! Dang. All the mining in the world. Oops, I misspelled Twitch. Oh well. So much tired. Ah. Caffeine. Hey, get out of my hole. My hole. Go find your own. Alright, I've been streaming for exactly 3 hours now. Well, that was really convenient. It hit it right as I was thinking about quitting. So I will see you all tomorrow. I might stream Star Wars, I might stream Space Engineers, haven't decided yet. I am tired. I got like 2 hours of sleep today. I need some rest. So I will catch you all in the next one, and we'll probably do a little bit of mining. Actually get a mining ship up and running, hopefully. And just shenanigans and stuffs. Okay, catch you all in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and just do stuff. You can squiggle on the screen with a marker, draw like a mustache on me. Anyway, take it easy, guys, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.